What's up, everybody? Sitting here with JR Leonard. Shoot, we're recording this the day after Thanksgiving, bro. How was Thanksgiving for you?
Smooth.
Smooth?
Yeah, smooth.
What'd you eat, man?
I didn't really do much, but I think I had orange chicken, to be honest. I had Chinese food.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so.
You didn't cook nothing? No?
Nah.
Wasn't no family in town or nothing?
Nah, they were.
They were?
I just didn't choose to.
Oh, you didn't choose to eat?
I'm not really a Thanksgiving type. Like,
You don't like Thanksgiving
I don't
food?
like mac and cheese, for real.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like mac and cheese at all?
No, I do. That's the only thing I like.
Oh, that's the only thing you
Yeah.
like. So you don't like the turkey, you don't like ham?
Nah. Just mac and cheese.
Wow. Yeah, you are a rare breed, bro. That's the first time I ever heard that.
For sure.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, so look, we'll get started with a little bit of rapid fire questions. First one, favorite game system / video game. Favorite game system, video game. What you got?
I got PS5 for sure.
Okay, what about the game?
I had to go with Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah,
I was like, that's small.
I had to go with Fortnite.
Favorite artist?
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby? Of course, I already
Baby.
knew that one. I knew the answer.
I like Drake too, though. I ain't gonna lie, Drake. It's neck and neck. I like Baby and Drake.
I
Yeah,
knew
it's
the
neck and
answer to
neck.
that too. All right, you got to choose texting or talking on the phone. Which would you rather do?
Talking on the phone for sure.
Talking on the
Talking
phone?
on the phone for sure.
So you hate texting? I feel you. I'm just
Yeah, I'm talking on the phone for sure.
All right, I got you. All right, rank these social media platforms in order of how much you use them.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, IG, TikTok, YouTube.
Instagram 1, TikTok 2. What was the other 2?
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
YouTube 3, Twitter 4
Okay.
for sure.
Who's got the best fast food fries?
Chick-fil-A. Oh my god.
Not even close?
Not even close.
I got you.
Chick-fil-A.
I agree. I ain't even mad.
Chick-fil-A.
Who's your favorite player to watch and why?
Anthony Edwards.
Why?
I just love his game. He's just an exciting player to watch. He's athletic and pretty much just does it all. So definitely.
That's a dog, man. And
Oh,
he's
for
really
sure.
taking that just next step to the next level. I mean, it's about to be his league in a few years, man. So he's absolutely one of the most exciting players in the league to watch.
Sure.
What is the hardest / worst conditioning drill your teams have done?
Hardest. That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. Dang. Hardest drill. I'd probably say, not counting 17s and like running drills, right? Does that count?
No, yeah. Like if you're doing 17s, if you want the stadiums, if they got you, you know what I'm saying, running the Silver Comet Trail, I need to know what you got.
I have to probably say, what was the worst running day? I have to go 17. 17 for sure. 17 for sure.
So
yeah.
just like, how were y'all doing it? Just one set of 17s?
Nah, like 10. 9, 10, yes.
10?
Like back to back, like no stopping.
Did y'all touch the ball that day?
No, we did. We touched the ball afterwards. After we all got done running, yeah, for sure.
Did anybody make any shots after that?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was definitely tough. It was a tough day for sure.
Yeah, bro. I already know. We had back when I was playing, we had some of the just wildest conditioning stuff. I mean, our coaches probably would have been arrested if they tried to do that stuff now. So I understand. What about okay? There's a monumental point in every young hooper's life, and everybody remembers this. I need to know everything about when you got your first in-game dunk.
Oh my.
Where were you? How old were you? What grade were you in? Who was it against? If you can remember, I need all the details.
First in-game dunk, First in-game dunk. I think. Wow, I remember it was on the circuit.
On the circuit?
On the circuit.
What'd you do? What happened? What was the play?
I can't remember the team. Dang, I can't remember the team. I think it was. I can't remember the team. Dang, it was my first year on the circuit.
So this was what year?
Ninth
grade year?
First year on the circuit, yeah.
Okay.
And dang, I can't remember the team. But yeah, I remember just dunking it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the play? Like what happened?
So basically, what happened was, it was a dude. I was like kind of in the backcourt.
Okay.
I don't remember what happened. Like
He was the play was ahead of you. Oh, you was cherry picking.
Low key. I ain't gonna lie. Low key. So the dude threw the ball. Wait, no. I was behind. I was guarding him. So he tried to throw it over me. This is what happened. He tried to throw it over me. I was in the backcourt. I was guarding him. He tried to throw it over me. I was pressing, I think. I was in the front of the press. I think we were running probably 1-2-2 or something like that. He tried to throw it over me, and then my teammate got it. And so as my teammate is just going like with the ball going ahead, he tried to jump. So then my teammate throws it over him, and I was open. I was wide open. I dunked it.
What'd you do after? I know you was geeked.
Yeah, I was mad. We were losing. Oh, I do remember we were playing now. We were playing Team Loaded.
Okay.
Team Loaded.
Okay.
I remember we were playing Team Loaded. I was loud. Yeah.
So after you dunked, what'd you do? You was screaming. You ran around the gym. What you did?
I was
just laughing.
Yeah, I was smiling. Like it was, and we were losing at the time too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was just laughing.
You didn't care. You was just happy you got the dunk.
Didn't care. Yeah, I did care. First in-game dunk, I had to.
Dog, I acted crazy after my first
True.
in-game dunk. They were like, we were, I think it was my 10th grade year. We were in the summer and went up, dunked the ball, like off one. I never jump off one. I was always 2-foot jumper. I dunked it, bro. I'm talking about just ran around the court, like just for no, like just height.
Just lit, yeah,
bro.
Sure.
It was like, you know, because you throwing it up like in practice trying to get the dunk, you know, the whole time you get it is, you lit.
My teammates was lit too. It was a rim grazer too. Like it wasn't even like a crazy dunk.
But you ain't flush it?
Nah. But I just low-key rim grazer. But my teammates was still like it was lit. So
hey man, it counted on the first one, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, it counted on the first one. I get it. All right, just a little bit like what age were you when you started playing? Who kind of, you know, got you started in the game, put the ball in your hands? Like, you know, where did this journey start for you?
Yeah, so like you mean like a grade where I'm like, because I mean I started playing since I was like a little, I can't remember, but like you mean like I played organized basketball, say? Should I start
yeah, you can say organized. Yeah, when did you start playing organized basketball?
I was 5.
Okay.
I remember I was 5'4", I think. I was playing Upward. It was at this league called Upward. I don't know if you know of it, but it was Upward. Yeah, they give you like the little stars.
Upward been around since I was around.
So it was in the Upper League, and I remember I would play up because my cousin had a team. Like my older cousin had his own team, like stuff like that. So I would usually like play up with his older team. Yeah. And stuff like that. Yeah, it was fun. I was just way ahead of them, to be honest.
You said that they still give you the little stars?
The stars? Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
The little stars, man.
The stars was lit.
I wasn't even good when I was playing Upward. So, like, the only thing I looked forward to was the snacks at the mall.
Yeah, facts.
Like, that was it. Like, the little juice box and the crackers.
After the game,
that was it. That was all I was looking forward to. I know exactly what you mean, bro. Was it, when you first started playing, was it natural for you? Or, like, were you good right away? It was?
I was just kind of like an athlete, you know, especially I was playing with people who literally weren't basketball players, and I kind of was.
Did you play other sports too growing up?
I played flag football.
You never play tackle?
Nah. My mom was going for that. Nah. I played flag. I was crazy. I was insane.
You was nice?
Yeah.
What positions were you at?
Linebacker.
Oh, so you had, okay.
I don't even know how it was weird because flag football, I don't know if I would even call it linebacker, but I would just pick I would intercept everything.
So you was like a linebacker hybrid safety type.
Because I don't think they have like a certain position, especially at that age. It's probably like just go guard somebody.
True.
Yeah,
true.
go guard
At
somebody.
Age, that age. So it wasn't natural for you. You kind of had to really, it was natural for you. Was it just, were you bigger than most kids at your age? Nah. So it was just, the game just kind of came to you.
Yeah, kind of just came fast.
I got you. Nah, some guys are like that, man. Like, for example, my little brother was like that. Like, you know, he grew up so similar to you, where the ball was just kind of always in his hand, young and all that. So it just became natural. Me, you know, I played some other sports, but it wasn't, you know, I had to really work at basketball for the most part. But you made a big jump from your freshman year to your sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? What do you think really contributed to that jump for you?
Definitely just hours I put into the gym. Like my freshman year, I remember coming into it, I was kind of just really nervous about my recruitment and just everything in general because I was like, I don't know when my time was coming or, you know, any of that when it came to college coaches. So I remember I just talked to my mom just like all the time and she constantly just gave me like that reassurance, you know, it's all coming and just keep working and stuff like that. So that's definitely like something that played a big factor for me. And I just say like I just worked. Crazy, just in the gym, way more.
When you put in that work, did you automatically feel like a huge confidence boost? Just definitely. From the time you stepped back on the floor?
Definitely, it just made me feel like I was doing things that other people weren't doing, and just doing it every day like that. It just helps you even more because I was like, I've been working on this stuff, so now I'm confident in the game. Yeah, I know my abilities. I've been working on it.
Were you doing a lot of just kind of like in the gym, or did you just find runs, like pickup runs and stuff with guys, or like the combination of both?
It was pretty much like it was in the gym, but then I would also do like physical training too with my trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just stuff like that. We'd just be in the gym.
So a lot of different work. You worked on your body, you worked on your
body,
game.
yeah, in the gym, everything. Yeah,
I got you.
For sure.
I got you. So you were dedicated to it.
For sure.
No, that's good, bro. So we'll jump right in now. Got a couple clips for you. This was your game actually against Woodward.
Yeah.
You went off this game.
Yeah.
You went off this game. What I liked about it though, you showed a lot of different things, and I think that's one thing that when I watch a lot of your games and when I look at you, one word that stands out for me with you is versatility. I mean, you do a lot of different things on the floor. I feel like you help your team win in a lot of different ways, and we'll see that here. So at the beginning, here you are right here setting the screen. Not really anything happening right here, but you come off it hard. Great snatch back, get away. That's just a tough shot right there. Here you are now, this time playing the pick and roll, talking about the versatility. Doing a great job waiting on the screen, coming down, attacking the hedge, man, getting to your spot, pulling up. Another great play. Very patient play. Back to setting the screen, playing out of the trap. This right here I love because you're catching it out of the trap and it shows your basketball intelligence because you're seeing where the defense is rotating, find a skip pass to your teammate, easy three, knock down. Now you're pushing the ball in transition. Again, another intelligent play because at this point, you recognize you don't really have the numbers. The defense is back. They're pretty much set. So instead of like a lot of guys do, try to just get to the rim with three guys, throw the ball up, that's not a good shot. You take your time. You slow it down. You recognize that you have a mismatch that you want. You're patient. You get to your spot. You pull up, knock it down. Again, another tough shot. You're great at getting to your spots. On the inbounds here, taking it out. Do a good job of waiting on the screen here. Now you catch it, jab, get in your rhythm, backed up, excellent three. This right here might be my favorite play out of all the clips that we put together because it shows, again, some of your versatility that you do on the defensive end. Here you are playing off of the switch, come down, take the bump, block the shot, but what I love is you don't give up. You're still in defensive position. You come here, rotate over, hands high, get a strip, get on a loose ball, tie it up, and get a possession for your team. This is a fourth quarter play, 4 minutes left in a tie game. This is big time. This is what separates, I feel like, good players from great players, and this is what coaches on all levels love to see as well. For sure. Again, late in the game, 2 minutes left, tie ball game. You know you got to make a play. Defense is keyed on you, but it doesn't matter. Over two guys.
This is actually crazy. You can look at this is actually crazy. Is there where if you rewind it, like you can literally see my coach's reaction as well. Like he's just like, bro, this is insane.
Let me pull it back.
After I'm hitting some of these shots, like you just look at his reaction. Like,
the bench is looking around
bro, what? This is insane. And after I'm hitting some of them, they're just like, bro, this is insane.
Nah, but you were in a zone though, and again, like it shows just that you're not afraid of the moment that you're ready to take over late in the game. Here you are towards the end again. Another big play. Get down, catch the ball in your sweet spot once again. He's a little tighter because you just hit a jab. Still too much space. Like the great Mark Jackson always says, man, hand down, man down. This, for me, is a great representative of who you are and how you play and how you impact your team and how ultimately you can impact winning. I mean, this is phenomenal stuff. It showed an array of different things that you can do, obviously. How do you feel about the stuff that you saw? Like, I mean, I know you were in a zone that game, but to me, this is stuff that I feel like you do often. And what I would love to see and what I think could be a major separator for you is, like I talked about on the defensive end. Because with your size, skill set, length, everything, you should be you could definitely be a terror. And I think as you get to the next level, everyone has to find something that's going to separate them. Sure. And I think that could be a huge thing for you as well. We talked about your training and all that stuff a little bit, but what is like I know it changes obviously depending on schedule, but what is your weekly routine like? How often are you in the gym? How often are you either going with your trainers for strength and conditioning? If you could kind of break it down to a typical week, you don't have to get into every single detail, but how much time do you feel like you're spending, working on your craft?
after school, like this is just like a school day too as well.
School day, summertime, like
I say just after school, probably like immediately right after school, I go straight to the gym usually with my strength and conditioning coach. Mile at One Life Fitness, I usually go with him. So we probably go like, I'll probably say, depending on the workout, like sometimes he'll probably like, if I have, well now, since I'm in season, like it's not really, it's kind of like I probably see him probably once or twice a week now.
Okay.
Since I'm in season, but then it was like every other day at least. So I say right after school, I get there probably like at 4:30ish. Then I probably train him for 4:30, maybe to like 6, 4:30 to 6, I say. Then after that, I go to Georgia Tech and train with my 85 people usually on those days.
Okay. So now you're definitely putting in a lot of time, and obviously it's showing. Switching gears a little bit, this is something I kind of like to ask a lot of, guys, like, high school guys especially, taking it back a couple of years to when it was COVID time. As an adult, for me, I was overseas in the middle of a professional season, and league shut down. It was, at the time, especially chaos. Nobody really understood what was going to happen. But then, as we know, the time happened, and it was a long, drawn-out thing. You guys got pulled out of school. Everything was shut down. You couldn't get in the gyms. And for me as an adult, I think of how difficult it was. But watching, for example, my niece who was in high school at the time, I just watched how she struggled with not being able to see her friends, her grades, and all this stuff suffered. But just tell me your experiences from it, like some of the things that you dealt with, and then ultimately what I want to know is also what you learned from it, because I feel like everybody learns something in that situation in one way or another, whether about themselves, other people, whatever. So just what were some of your takeaways from it?
I say, well, during the COVID basketball thing, especially for me, like I was just worried about, like, I didn't even know, like the world was just completely shut down. Right. I was like, man, am I ever going to even play? I don't know if I was even really going to ever even play again, to be honest.
At the moment, how scary was it for you? It was like, it was tough to think about, right?
Definitely. People were just, the rapid rate of people just passing away, things like that.
Right.
It was like, you never know who it could be, like your mom's, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just really focused on just living life and just having fun, to be honest. Like, I wasn't really, I can't even say I was really, like, so locked in on basketball at the time.
For sure. So, well, not even just basketball, but, like, was, I'm assuming school had to be difficult, doing everything online.
Nobody was, at that point, I was no schoolwork either. Like, I mean, we would have schoolwork and stuff like that, but I wasn't really, like, so focused in on it, because I'm thinking, like, man, I'm living life, man. I don't know when my next day could be. I'm not finna. Yeah, I was so focused on just living.
So in that time, what was, now you don't incriminate yourself, but what in that time, what was living life like for you? Like, were you being able to see your friends a little bit?
For sure,
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Nah, I was definitely seeing my friends, things like that. For sure.
Okay,
definitely. At first, my mom wouldn't really let me like go outside, and because she didn't really know either. So it was one of those things where it's like, I don't want you to come back and get everybody else in the house, sick and stuff like that. So.
Right.
But then as time started going by, like, and it kind of started, like, I was outside, like, every day. Literally outside every day.
That's good. Yeah, eventually it slowed down, but I know at the height, man, that had to be so difficult. It was difficult for everyone, obviously, but just thinking about myself at y'all's age, man, I don't know how I would have handled that. So I know that was tough. But in that sense, if you can think about maybe one or two things that maybe you learned from it that kind of helped you.
Definitely. One thing I could definitely say is just to live life. Live life like it's probably like your last, because you never know when your time could be up, and that's just like now. You never know. Just treat people well and just treat your loved ones with respect and stuff like that. So.
Right.
That's definitely something I learned.
No, it's a great lesson, man. It's a great lesson. I mean, it is true. Tomorrow's not promised. And whether that's handling business, you know what I'm saying, whether it's on the court, whether it's your school, whether it's, or just with your family, just showing love to the people that matter and that type of stuff. So I get that. Absolutely. Your being coached is different for everybody, right? And I've had coaches that I like, coaches that I didn't like, whatever. But it's difficult because a coach's job is to still push you and to get the best out of you and all this and that. But at the same time, everyone responds differently to coaching. If you can think about it a little bit, type of things have you responded well to from coaches, and which coaches, well, not necessarily which coaches, but what style of coaching do you kind of like, and what kind of do you feel gets the best out of you as a player and as a person as well?
Definitely, I said coach that just pushes me, not only just on the court, but just off the court as a man as well. Like, I feel like my coaches at Riverwood, they all just do a phenomenal job of that. They're not just on us about just basketball. Like, they care about, like, our schoolwork, like, how we, like, even some, like, one of my coaches probably tell us, like, man, treat women good, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just stuff like that. So it's stuff off the court as well as just on the court.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
That stuff is important, man.
Sure.
And, I know this is true because, as you know, your high school coach was my AAU coach, and he really helped me grow not only as a player, as a man as well. And that type of stuff is important for you guys. Do you think are coaches big motivators for you? Do you like rah coaches, or are you kind of, when you come in a game, are you locked in, you don't need anybody to turn you up really?
It depends. I'm not going to say I don't really need anybody to turn me up, because sometimes if I am, like, coach, like even coach at River, Coach Buck, sees me, like, anything I'm slacking in, he'll let me know.
He will.
He'll definitely let you know. He's not going to just let you. But
Yeah.
he's not like a rah coach. Like, he lets us play our games, and
Yeah.
I'm really fortunate to be at a school where I can play my game, you know?
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And also the thing is, being coachable, it's sometimes, unfortunately, as you continue to climb, well, not necessarily unfortunately, but as you continue to climb in the game, you're not going to have every coach be the same. You're going to have some coaches talk to you crazy. Some coaches are going to talk to you wild. And by no means am I sitting there saying be disrespected, but at the same time, you got to be able to understand and just hear what they're trying to tell you and get out of it what you need to get out of it. So just a little nugget for you as you continue to grow. Because, I think you have a lot of potential, obviously, and I don't want anything like that to hinder you, because it can, especially if you've never seen it and you get to a level where, obviously, man, hey, these coaches need you guys to win games, so they're going to be on you. They're going to be hard, but don't back down from those challenges. Is basically what I'm saying. Just always continue to push, try to learn, try to get better. That type of stuff is going to take you a long way for sure. So, talk a little bit about your backcourt mate, Karis Balau, Vanderbilt signee. That's your brother, right?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Tell me a little bit how it's been, playing with him, grinding with him, work, just going to war with him. For me, those are some of the best memories. Some of my best friends are guys I played with, man. And all we talk about is just, the stuff we used to do, the wars we used to go in, whether it's like, or even just little stuff like the bus rides, the hotels and stuff. But, how's it been kind of growing with him and just going through this journey together,
Even just now, just thinking about it's great, to have somebody just like him. He just always even in practice and stuff like that, he's really good, So it's like people, like, especially somebody at me, like when I was like a freshman, I think he did. I don't know if he did or not, but he definitely had way more recognition than me, He definitely did. So it was just always like I would ask him questions at the time, like, how did you get yours, stuff like that.
But it was never I don't want to say a competitive, but it was never a jealousy type thing. It was more just like you were looking for advice and you really showed love.
For sure, he definitely showed love and just put me on a lot of stuff, just a lot of different things. So,
Karis is a great guy and a great player.
Definitely. Great guy, great player.
When there's a lot of, I look around at different teams and stuff like that here in Georgia. There's a lot of people think maybe you guys might have the best backcourt in the state. How do you feel about that?
We do.
You do?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
We both just two dogs. Okay. I don't think any other backcourt guard duo on the stage is just doing what we're doing. We play both sides of the floor as well. It's not just offense. Like, we both can play defense and lock up for sure.
You guys are competitive out there?
Definitely.
Okay.
2 leaders.
Okay, great. You have a lot of, different schools after you right now and all this type of stuff,
For sure.
which is great, obviously. What if you were, whichever school decides to sign you, or whichever school you decide to go to, what are they getting in JR?
Somebody's just going to play, just be a dog. I'm just going to be a dog. Like you said earlier, just the word versatility, for me, that's something big. Like, that's a lot. I like to stand on that. Just not as well, most people probably think I'm just a scorer, or like I can only do it like on one end, but I can do it on both ends for sure. So like
that's something you
getting
got
a
to
dog
prove
for sure. Yeah,
That's something you got to prove this year.
definitely.
I want to see it for sure. I definitely want to see it. Another question, man. What, in your words, what does leadership look like for you?
Definitely, it's even some things that I can work on myself. Even now, I feel like I lack in some areas of leadership.
What is that?
Like I say, time management.
Okay.
Like some things like that leaders should do.
Explain your time management answer. Like why do you say you lack in that area?
I probably just because sometimes I'm really just bad with time. Like honestly, like just things like that. Like being on time more, better. I could definitely do a better job on that. But a leader to me is probably somebody just not just on the court, like not just somebody who's vocal, but just somebody just that can just help the team win. Yeah. That's gonna bring the guys together and not just talk. Just talk about so some people just talk on the court and they probably think that's the leader, but that's not the leader. The leader is somebody that's gonna get the guys together, rally the team. It's gonna lead the team, like even good times, even in bad as well. So he's always just gonna be there for the team. It's gonna help the team win.
Absolutely, man. I mean, that's a good answer, and it's funny you say about time management because essentially, with leadership, like you mentioned. You can't just talk about things. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about a guy that just talks, doesn't, do what he says. He's pointing fingers. Essentially everything with leadership comes down to servitude. And if you are able to serve your teammates and help them get better and improve, pick up the slack wherever it may lead with, your talent, guys are willing to follow that, but they can't follow something they can't see.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, it can't just be audible. They got to be able to see it, especially with somebody like yourself. You put in the work, you put in the time. So help raise everyone else's standard. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I think you also have the ability to do.
That's true.
So just something to think about and continue to work on, man. I think that's another next step for you that I think you can really develop and evolve into a great leader. Then, really, lastly, man, the last question: what is your why? Why do you do this? Why do you put all the time in? Why do you put the hours in? Why are you so dedicated to it? What makes you tick as far as the time that you're putting in this game?
Just my love for the game. It's not for probably the clout or the money, just anything. Honestly, I love the game. I love the game of basketball. Just ever since I was younger, I just feel like this is my why. This is my passion. So I just feel like this is for me. Like I just love the game. Like regardless of anything, like the social media, just anything. I just truly love the game of basketball, and I just want to go with it. Take it to the level I want, which is the NBA. So, and I know I could do it as well. So just keep working.
I understand, man, and I get that, and I think with that, just coming from somebody that's played and been through a lot of different things and seen a lot of things where you want to go to. Just the game is going to test you, you know what I'm saying? Sure. And there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. You probably experience some of them now. It doesn't get easier. It's always going to be harder. But if you can continue to fight through that and push through that and stay positive, stay humble, stay hungry, man, I think the sky's the limit for you. And I want to see you reach all your goals, man. So just keep those things in mind. Continue to work, continue to grind. Seems like, you got a great head on your shoulders, obviously. You got a great family, it seems like, as well. So just continue to do those things, man. And, that's really it. For me, I don't really have too much else. You don't have to. If there's anything else you want to ask me, you can ask me. If not, we can go ahead and wrap up, bro.
For sure. There's nothing really else.
Good?
Yes, for sure.
All right, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
No, for sure.
I feel good. Appreciate you for having me.
For sure, bro. For sure. We definitely excited to have you on, man. Sorry it took so long to kind of get all this together a little bit, but that's it, man. JR Leonard, everybody.